EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. This is what it looked like just a moment ago in the heart of New Orleans. Folks, there's no place for this noise to go in the Superdome. It is loud, and these fans are ready for football as their Saints get ready to do battle with the San Francisco 49ers. The kicker for the Saints, Will Lutz, has it teed up, and here we go from New Orleans. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken. Taking a knee as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180! Check. Q. 65. Shoot! Watch the shoot! Hey, gun. Motion.
The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert, will wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down. Well, Raheem Mostert, he was great in that NFC title game, 220 yards. But Super Bowl, 58 yards on 12 carries, though he did score the touchdown in the third quarter to put the Niners up 20-10.
And think about the journey of Raheem Mostert and what he's traveled, that he has a 220-yard game, 4 touchdowns in the NFC title game that you just mentioned. But only getting 12 carries in the Super Bowl, I don't think in his wildest dreams he would have thought, I only got 12 carries in a Super Bowl? That tells you how valuable he became and what people will focus on. And don't forget Tevin Coleman, the great comeback from the dislocated shoulder against Green Bay in the title game. 5 carries, 28 yards in the Super Bowl, came back to start that game, showed a great amount of toughness, but they didn't run it nearly as much as we expected, and they ended up with the result that maybe was unexpected too, a loss in the Super Bowl.
Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54.
From the gun on third, Garoppolo. That's complete. It's Kyle Juszczyk. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16.
Here we go. 180!
Now Mostert. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
21. Here we go.
On 2nd and 9, Garoppolo. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 34-yard line. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. A first down run, not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
Here we go. Go.
On 2nd and 9, Garoppolo. And he finds his tight end, Salek. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 14. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
13. No. Hey, gun. Hey, watch that. Check, Mike.
Here's Mostert. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
11. Still. Rush in. I got you. Banjo.
This is Mostert. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. 4th down now after a loss of 2. Garoppolo to throw for it on 4th. And that is going to be incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And this crowd loves it as their guys hold on the opening drive.
Ready. 5-8. Mike 54. All day, punk. Watch out.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. He was trying to get it that time to Ted Ginn, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Check. Watch 54. Here we go, D. Here I come. You kill. Hey, watch that. Check, Mike 54.
From the gun, it's Breeze. And Breeze is going to go down in the end zone, a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here, a safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
This is taken at the 10.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board, so let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
12, 12.
Mostert. Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. Now Garoppolo on the bootleg. Sliding out of the pocket. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And a safety the last go-around. That's how we arrived at this 2-0 score. See if they can respond.
Such an oddity, isn't it? See those 2 points go up on the board knowing
like
that
soccer.
Exactly. And know that you did it to give those points up for your team. Now they're just looking to get back out on the field and make up for it.
This shot downfield on 2nd down is brought in and able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Ready.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 38.
Check 13. Check 13.
Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Defensively, Jimmy Ward in on the stop.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
No. Hey, easy.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas.
When we talk about the best corners in the league, we're usually saying shutdown corners, guys you can't complete passes against. Richard Sherman fits that definition to a T. The best part of his game, no wasted moves. He studies the opponent so well, hard to get a pass on Richard Sherman.
They begin the drive with Coleman, and he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. A.J. Klein on the tackle there.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Watch the twitch. Watch the twitch. Hey, gun. Go ahead.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Offensive line really didn't give him any room to maneuver on that play.
Things closed pretty quickly, didn't they? And how about the wrap-up at the end of that tackle? Left no doubt there would be no additional yardage to be found.
The Niners on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. A shotgun snap for traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Mike, 54. 12. Ready, tackle.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
What we got? 95-56.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime report.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
Kamara. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they've bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Breeze. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
No chance. Hey, Zoo. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Breeze going to go on 4th down. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. With that incompletion, a chance to mention the awards now with the season over. Lamar Jackson, as we speculated, he's the MVP, Coach of the Year. John Harbaugh, Lamar's coach. Michael Thomas, Stephon Gilmore, Offensive and Defensive Players of the Year, Offensive and Defensive Rookies of the Year. That went to Kyler Murray and Nick Bosa. And the Comeback Player of the Year, Charles, Ryan Tannehill. No surprise there.
Not to mention the #1 award that the NFL gives out, the one that they give the most, the credence isn't the right word, the most attention to, and the one that they want trumpeted the most. That's the Walter Payton Man of the Year, because that represents the totality of a player in the NFL, not just what they do on the field, but off the field as well. And that goes to Calais Campbell, the defensive tackle for the Jacksonville Jaguars. What a great award. Congratulations, Calais.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1.
Here we go. 180. You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me. 21. 1, Omaha. Switch. I got this. Some backfield. Watch 30 seconds.
There's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. And this is Selleck here with a grab. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
First down.
Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. Garoppolo into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. He was trying to hit Thomas that time.
At their own 48-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. But what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here in the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position. After a turnover, I feel like I might have a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you, you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands, meaning if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Garoppolo, a final shot here before half. Taking a shot for Samuel. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally, because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Now, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal.
11. One set. Check Mike 54.
Five.
Let's go, T. It's going to be a long day.
On 2nd and 11 now. Breeze, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. 3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here.
Hey, Alpha. Good. Mike 4, ready. 20 seconds.
Watch the boot.
20 seconds.
To throw, it's Breeze. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Nick Bosa able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Here's Thomas Morstead now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick.
That's it, baby. We're going to work.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Hey, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. A big play there for the Niners. 48 yards on the ground. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
65.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
21. Hey, high 7.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal. And boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said?
And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive, and how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Check. Hey, kill.
Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. D Ford able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
Here we go. 180. Check, 47. You don't know no better. Hey, check Mike 47. Check Mike 21. Let's go. Hey, orbit. Mike's 47. Here we go.
On 1st down, Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
White.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the 1st down marker is here on 3rd.
47's the mic. Hey, gun. Hey, Delta.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. Got him in. He finds Sanders. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 15 for the Niners there and a 1st down. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. They're going to get about 3 here out of this 1st down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. Tackle is made by Cameron Jordan.
Here we go. 6. Hey, exit. Check Mike 47. Lock. You ain't doing nothing.
Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And good running, going to get this down close to a 1st at the Saints 21. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Niners on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Check. Hey, alert.
Then he'll give it here to his running back. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation. When you're up in the fourth quarter, they're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
12.
Second down and goal. Garoppolo. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins. Two-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a two-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. D Ford picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
After the sack on first down, Breeze, pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Nick Bosa able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his third sack of the afternoon. Third and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And an alley to run. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a fourth down situation. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's Thomas Morstead now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. And they give this time to the tailback. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down. The Niners on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Garoppolo now. And it's caught by Saleh. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating defensively. You're a play away from getting that football back here, down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them. That gives him 98 yards in this game, and he's got to feel pretty good about that, but the entire offense does. The big thing, though, Brandon, they've got to get to 100, though.
You think he knows he's at 98?
I think someone has told him by now, and here's the thing. Getting to 100 or more is tangible evidence that you've had a nice day running the football, and that's what his offensive line wants for him and for themselves.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. On second down, it's Coleman. call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
It's going to be a long day. It's going to be
Now Garoppolo. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA with a sack. Garoppolo going to go on 4th down. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we're talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
Call it a gain of 3, and it's a 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Back to throw, Breeze. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it.
Line 36. Here we go, D. All day. Defense all day. All day. Hatch it. Hatch it.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And the 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. 2nd and inches. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Here we go. 13. Check.
Well, Garoppolo's going to throw it. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Marcus Davenport able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
6-3. 218. Jump. Lock.
Garoppolo to throw. And he fends him off. And he's going to go down again. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more. Little insult to injury here late in the game. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more. Little insult to injury here late in the game. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it online, but it comes up about a rotation short. So the victory here for San Francisco. And not all W's are created equal, CD, and this one came in shutout fashion.
Well, their offense certainly didn't need to do anything, right? They could take the day off, and they did. But the defense, they carried them in a big way.
Yeah, look, the offense, obviously stuff to work on, but they did enough, and the defense carried the load.
But you know what they say, it's always fun to work on things if it didn't go well in your game with a victory in your pocket, and that's what they've got going forward.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. Till next time, we say so long from the Bayou.